Good evening, NWS Revolution members and viewers. This is your general manager of the NWS Revolution, the Invisible Hand, Don Callis. And today, I'm going to introduce you to the best in the world and one of the greatest of all time here in the NWS Revolution. He is the NWS Board of Directors Chairman. He is the co-owner of the NWS Revolution. He is one half of the NWS Tag Team Champions, along with someone asked me IRA, and he is the current NWS World Heavyweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet for the King of Mischief and the greatest of all time, the GOAT of the NWS Revolution, Mischief, by God, Mikey Miller. Thank you, Don Callis, for that introduction. And everything you just said about me is spot on, is 100% the truth. Mischief Mikey Miller from Darman Studios, the King of Mischief, am indeed the GOAT of the NWS Revolution. Now, in case any of you don't know what that means the GOAT stands for the greatest of all time. I am also the best in the world, and I'm way better than CM Punk. Yes, I've accomplished everything here in the NWS Revolution. I am a former NWS Hardcore Champion, which is now being held by my partner in crime, the greatest NWS Chief of Staff. Someone asked me, Ira, who is one half of the NWS Tag Team Champions with me. I am a former NWS United States Champion, and I'm a former NWS Intercontinental Champion, which both those titles are being held by my goody two-shoes brother, the NWS Director of Operations, Jaden Miller, and I am now the NWS World Heavyweight Champion, which I won back in April. At Revolution Mania 10, I had 3 single victories against Scott Kisageo, also known as Scooter St. William, the co-owner, chairman, and CEO of the NWS Revolution. I've said several times before, there's no way in hell Scott Casey Gale can beat me, and every time he's tried, he's failed. I mean, I have brought back a whole lot of respect and prestige to the NWS World Heavyweight Champion. I, Mischief Mikey Miller, am the face of professional wrestling. I am the face of the NWS Revolution. Nobody can stop me. I am the most powerful man here in the NWS Revolution. 16 at 16 years old, I have done it all. That's right, I have done it all. I mean, I beat Scott Gale in a straight up wrestling match. Pinned him 1-2-3 at Revolution Mania 10. I defeated him again at Revolution at the back in May at the Memorial Day Massacre inside the confines of a steel cage, and I defeated Scott Casey Gale for the 3rd time inside the confines of a Hell in a Cell. Oh, wow, I mean, Free victories. Free victories. I am the greatest NWS World Heavyweight Champion of all time. That's right. I am the king of mischief. I am the king of the NWS Revolution. And I am the king of world champions. Nobody can defeat me. You see, Scott Casey Gale and me are 50-50 owners here in the NWS Revolution. Scott Casey Gale has to do exactly as I tell him. If I tell Scott Casey Gale to sit on my lap, Scott Casey Gale will sit on my lap. And the chief of staff, someone asked me, Iowa, will make sure Scott Casey Gale does that. Because if Scott Casey Gale messes with Iowa, he has to sit on Iowa's lap as well. You see, ever since I became a part of Darman Studios, I've become the most popular character on Darman Studios. And I'm now the most popular character here in the NWS Revolution. I am definitely the GOAT of the NWS Revolution. I am the greatest of all time. Hell, I make a better World Heavyweight Champion than CM Punk. Unlike CM Punk, I'm actually wrestling in decent wrestling trunks and decent wrestling gear. Unlike CM Punk, hell, I'm even a better champion than the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Yes, Cody Rhodes is a former two-time NWS Undisputed Champion, but where did that get him? What did that do for Cody Rhodes? That did absolutely nothing for the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Hell, I mean, I'm even a better champion than MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman. I am a better champion than Kenny Omega. I am a better champion than any WWE or AEW wrestler who has held those championships. I mean, the NWS Revolution would be absolutely nowhere if it wasn't for me, Mischief Mikey Miller. You see, I am saving the NWS Revolution. I am bringing in ratings. Yes, ratings. I am the reason why NWS Revolution pay-per-view buy rates are going through the roof. I am making a hell of a lot of money here in the NWS Revolution. And it looks like Scott Casey Gale still likes to feud with me. See, I dress like a professional. I wear suits and ties. However, in the summer, I just wear suits and ties without any dress shirts to absorb sweat from getting on my nice silk dress shirt. That's why recently I've only worn just a suit and tie with no dress shirt underneath. I mean, I can definitely wrestle. A lot of people overlooked me. A lot of people doubted me here in the NWS Revolution. But everybody who has doubted me ended up finding out exactly what I, Mr. Mikey Miller, am made of. So Scott Casey Gale wants to have another wrestling match with me for my World Heavyweight title at Revolution Beach Bash, then go right ahead. I will even let you name the stipulation. But Scott, if you think for 1 second you're gonna defeat me, you got another thing coming. So all you need to do, Scott Casey Gale, is make a video response and you choose the stipulation. However, there is a stipulation for your promos. Since you were making fun of my great physique, I have to punish you for that. Not only are you going to be sitting on my lap 24/7, yes, you will definitely be sitting on my lap 24/7, and you will definitely be sitting on Ira's lap 24/7. But from now on, you, Scott Casey Gale, have to make a promo shirtless. That's right. You have to cut a promo here in the NWS Revolution YouTube channel with no shirt on. That's what you get for making fun of me. That's what you get for making fun of my great physique. That's what you get for making fun of my body. And if you don't, and if you don't make a video shirtless, then you will be forced to make a video shirtless. As a matter of fact, I will have security make sure you cut your wrestling promos shirtless from now on. Not only do they have to be shirtless on this YouTube channel, but they have to be shirtless on every episode of Revolution Impact and every NWS Revolution pay-per-view. I told you, Scott Casey not to mess with me. I warned you you were gonna end up losing your shirt, and that's exactly what happened. And you also have to wrestle shirtless, so people could get a good look at your good physique. I know it sounds weird, but it's called punishment and discipline. Old school discipline. So, Scott Kisagale, you have found out the hard way what happens when you try to one up me. I mean, look what happened to you at Revolution Mania 10 at the end of April. You lost your World Heavyweight Championship and you lost 50% ownership of the NWS Revolution. Now you have to share 50-50 ownership of NWS Revolution with me. You tried to defeat me inside a steel cage. You failed. And you tried to defeat me in a Hell in a Cell. And you failed once again. And now you have to face the consequences, Scott Kisagale. So yes, I challenge, I do accept your challenge to a rematch at Revolution Beach Bash. And all you need to do is name the stipulation without a shirt. Okay, Scott Kisagale? I know Jaden Miller, your 14-year-old son, and my 14-year-old brother is going to introduce you, but you have to go shirtless. It's in the contract because you have lost your shirt privileges, Scott Kisagale. If you think that's all the punishments I have for you and all the humiliations, then you haven't seen nothing yet, Scott Kisagale. You are going down at Revolution Beach Bash. Whatever, because whether it's a submission match, whether it's a tables match, or tables, ladders, and chairs, last man standing, I don't care. I will defeat you. And someone asked me, Ira, the NWS Hardcore Champion and one of the NWS Tag Team Champions, will once again be the special guest referee so he can keep an eye on you, Scott Kisagale. That's all I gotta say. Yes, as the title says, NWS World Heavyweight Champion Mischief Mikey Miller declares himself the GOAT of NWS Revolution. And I am the GOAT of NWS Revolution. I am a Grand Slam champion here in the NWS Revolution. And I have proved that I am the greatest of all time. I have proved that right here. I know a bunch of CM Punk fanboys are gonna get mad when I say I'm a better world heavyweight champion than CM Punk, but that is the God honest truth. I am also a better promo cutter than CM Punk because I don't need a script to cut a promo. I'm way better than the overrated wrestler, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. Anybody who steps in my path gets destroyed. Anybody who crosses me goes down. Anybody who tries to win against me loses. And they end up fading because I am the best in the world and I, Mr. Mikey Miller, am the greatest of all time. And this is your NWS Board of Directors Chairman, your NWS co-owner, and one half of the NWS Tag Team Champions, and your NWS World Heavyweight Champion, Scott, and your NWS World Heavyweight Champion, Mischief Mikey Miller, signing off. And Scott Kisagale, I'll be waiting for an answer. Tick tock, tick tock. The clock is ticking on you, bro, and I better see you shirtless in your next promo. I will come to your apartment and whip it off myself because you don't have a choice. And you better not be wearing a tank top either, Scott Casey Gill. You have to be completely shirtless in your NWS Revolution promos from now on, or you will be forced to. And if you break those rules, you will once again be forced to sit in my lap like a good boy. Now, you all have a good night and and happy summer. Thank you for watching. Peace out, everybody. Remember, Scott Casey Gale, you better be shirtless in your next promo or else